luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Topper, Topper. X3. 218, Chopper.
All day, baby, all day.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
Throwing on first down. Nowak. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the... Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20! And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 13. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. The big fella. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Greystone travel. Lead driven.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Five.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
No.
Well, Dumbo.
Carr going to throw. big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check 22. Check 26. Check 26. Low.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Desmond King making the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You're mine.
Now Carr. Henry brings it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, exit.
Back. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw on second down. Nowak. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Nowak. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yo, Chief. Mike 57. Hey. Express. Mike 57.
X3. 218. Chopper.
57 to Mike. 57.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On third down, Carr. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Tighten up. Purdue! 57 to Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Joker. Slam. Express. Banjo.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Check. Ready to run. Check. Kill. Express. Smooth. 57.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Let's go. Now. Mike 57. 180. Let's go, D. Hey, we're good. 185. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Complete to Hilton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
93.
93. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Carr to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
55, Mike 55.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood.
44 to Mike. 40
Go.
To throw again. Nowak. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Recon, 152 fighter.
3rd and 15.
Hey, turn it up. Watch twist. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double right down. Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. $12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. Nowak. He's going to rifle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They go to Elliott again. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey! Leo!
Bang, bang. Tight dog.
Now here's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Check. 22 jet bomber.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Rush in.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Marr now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
80 weapons. Heavy. 694. Hey, Alpha.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
OP. 29. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Markevious Mingo. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 3rd down.
637. Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They'll run with Elliott, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Topper!
2nd and 11. Safarian Jenkins has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down. Nowak. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Kill. Five.
To throw again on second down. Carr. He's got it to Hilton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
57, Mike 57.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
218, chop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Check three. Alert flare.
Rock it. 5.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 78 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
General West. Get it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
No.
Hey, 734.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Carr now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 75 yards. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, exit.
To throw, it's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Watch quick.
9. You're mine. Hey, Echo. Pilot, 64, weak.
54. They can't
White Monday.
Here's Carr. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Carr, and that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you